Divorce is hard. Being soul crushing lonely is a real thing, often after you unyoke from a spouse. It doesn't really matter if it's a couple of years or decades. You just feel like you've been separated from something you felt comfortable in for a long, long time. And then you're out of your routines. Your friend groups are all messed up. Sometimes your job, sometimes your church. So much changes are going on in your life. And then some of you are sitting in an apartment or a different house, or maybe the same house, but it's empty, it's different. And even if there are people around, even if your friends call, even if your kids are in the house, you can still feel lonely. It's a kind of lonely that's just not fixed by going to church or, yeah, just come on to the small group or come do this thing with us. You need out of the house. It's a lonely that's just deep inside. It's hard. Many of us have gone through it. I certainly have. I've had a horrible day on my couch, one of the worst days of my life on a Christmas. It was just miserable. There was nothing I could do. And so, on the Unyoked podcast, on one of my episodes, we're going to play just a small snippet of it right here after. And we just cut to the chase. What are some of the things that you can do while you're feeling this incredible lonely? Sometimes you're just going to have to force yourself to pull yourself up with your own bootstraps and just get out of the house and do things. Exercise that muscle. It's the same as working out. Sometimes you don't want to do it, but when you do it, you're so glad you did. You have to force yourself out of the house, force yourself out of that bed, turn off Netflix, just do the things you know you need to do. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you're in such a tailspin you don't know, and that's why you're here. Listen in. So here are some valuable steps to help you overcome loneliness after divorce. One, connect with loved ones. Improve your existing relationships. Reach out to family members, distant cousins, close friends who can provide love, support, and understanding. Strengthening these connections, which can easily waver as we get into the busy seasons of life, can help alleviate loneliness and provide a sense of belonging. Zoom dates. Online friendships may be a great first step. Zoom has changed how we value community. People have happy hours online and you don't have to get all the way ready. Just put your hair in a ponytail or put on a t-shirt, guys, and just get on Zoom. Talk to somebody. It's not that hard to get out of the house. You don't have to. Two, force yourself to be social. Exercise those muscles. Go sit in the back. Come late. Leave early. I don't care if you have to drive to the door of an event and turn around and go home. I don't care. Move, attempt, crawl, walk, run. Even if it feels challenging at first, make efforts to engage in social activities. Attend gatherings, join clubs or groups that align with your interests. Participate in community events. Pushing yourself to interact with others opens new doors to friendships and possibilities. Go to the gym, put in your earphone if you have to for a while, then take it out one day, talk to somebody. Baby steps, baby steps. Sit in the corner with other people who don't want to be there either, right? I have a friend of mine. He is so great at walking in a room and finding who needs something. One time we were in Israel, we were in Jerusalem, and there was a little lady walking by herself. Now, me, being selfish, I was there with somebody and I was talking. I probably walked right by this lady. He was probably walking by somebody too, ended up walking with this lady. Turned out she was a Holocaust survivor. He went through the whole Holocaust Museum with her, heard her stories. Oh, there's my family. There's my sister. Oh, I was there. He had this rich experience with this lady because he was attentive. Well, I promise you, there are people in almost every room that maybe doesn't want to be there either, or had a tough day, or they're going through something. If you just be a little attentive, you might find somebody who might just be attentive back to you, right? Go take a look. Not everywhere you're going, everybody else is having fun and you're not. There's other people there who are struggling, maybe just like you. Volunteer to restore perspective and to keep busy. Engaging in volunteer work not only benefits others, it also provides a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It can help shift your focus from your personal struggles, and you make a positive impact in the life of others. Create a sense of connection and fulfilling. Like helping someone in need might show you how blessed you really are. And 4, do things you haven't done in a while. Rediscover your passions, your hobbies, your interests that may have taken a back seat during your marriage or child rearing years. Engage in activities you can enjoy or used to enjoy that bring you fulfillment, a renewed sense of self. Paint, dance, sing, work out, write. Try things you like next to somebody, maybe in a painting class. Be alone, but in public. And 5, get off social media. While social media can be a useful tool for connecting, it can also contribute to feelings of loneliness and comparison. Take breaks from social media platforms. Focus on nurturing real life connections and experiences. Social media makes you lonely. 6, establish a routine. Work on yourself. Create a daily routine that includes self-care activities such as exercise, meditation, journaling, personal goals. Focus on self-improvement and personal growth. Boost your confidence, your self-esteem, and your overall well-being. It helps with the woe is me, laying in bed, let me turn on Netflix and TikTok solutions that are a road to nowhere. And then 7, know the difference between feeling lonely and being alone. Allow yourself to feel sad, but don't dwell in misery. It's essential to acknowledge and process your emotions after divorce. Allow yourself to grieve, but also actively work towards healing and moving forward. Seek healthy outlets for your emotions, such as therapy, support groups, or confiding in a trusted friend. And seek professional help. Don't hesitate to seek the guidance of a therapist or a counselor or divorce coach who specializes in post-divorce support. They can provide you with valuable tools, coping strategies, and a safe place to explore your feelings, ultimately helping you overcome loneliness and finding a path to healing. Remember, healing takes time and everyone's journey is unique. Be patient with yourself, practice self-compassion, and know that with support and self-care, you can rebuild a fulfilling and meaningful life beyond your unyoking. I'm not sure of the balance between isolation and loneliness, but I'm a big believer in the phrase, you can't run a marathon then take a nap. The self-care valley can lead to isolation and even depression if you let it. If you like this content, then subscribe for even more resources, fun, laughter, and sound advice for Christians adventuring in unyoked living. Not just divorce recovery, but for brave men and women who are growing and going and living a life on mission. Blessings.